There's a moment, just after dawn, when the world is still, the air is crisp and low. Wide shape glides forward with a kind of quiet confidence that only a true driver's car can deliver. No engine roar, no gear shifts, just motion and presence. This is the all-new Mazda MX-5 Miata 100th Anniversary Edition. Not just a refresh, but a celebration. And it's not just fun, it's brilliant. Over 181 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 5.7 seconds. A design so sleek, so balanced, it looks like it was drawn by the gods of automotive art. This isn't just Mazda's answer to the Toyota GR86 or the Fiat 124 Spider. It's their boldest statement yet, that simplicity doesn't have to sacrifice soul. From the moment it appears, with its laser-sharp LED headlights slicing to the morning mist, its wide Kodo grille glowing like a digital beacon, you know this is different. It's not pretending to be electric. It's not pretending to be a luxury barge. It's embracing both with intelligence, elegance, and real-world brilliance. Today, we're diving deep into the rumored 100th Anniversary Edition of the MX-5 Miata, from its head-turn design to its driver-focused cockpit, from its whisper-quiet performance to its cutting-edge tech. We'll break down how fast it goes, how it handles, and whether it can truly go toe-to-toe with the likes of the Porsche 718 Boxster, the BMW Z4, and even the upcoming Toyota GR Super Roadster. And by the end, you'll know, is this the most important Miata since the original? Or has the brand gone too far to stay pure? Let's find out. Let's start with the way it could look. Because if the 100th Anniversary Edition were to launch, it wouldn't just carry on Mazda's design language. It would elevate it. At first glance, it's unmistakably Mazda, that long hood, the wide stance, the confident posture. But everything about it feels more refined, sculpted, purposeful. The overall length is 154.1 inches, with 68.1, height just 49.8, making it slightly longer and wider than the outgoing model, with a roofline that flows into the trunk like a grand tourer from the future. And with a drag coefficient of just 0.34, it's one of the most aerodynamically advanced production roadsters Mazda has ever built. A key reason it's so stable at high speeds. Up front, you're greeted by the new slim LED headlights, a signature Mazda design element known as Kodo design that pulses with light when you unlock the car. It's not just for show. It houses sensors for driver assistance and adaptive cooling for the engine and transmission. On either side are the ultra-slim full LED headlights, now with dynamic turn signals and animated welcome sequences that light up like a greeting when you approach. The iconic Mazda Kodo grille is wider, deeper, and more three-dimensional than ever, not just for cooling, but as a statement. It's functional, yes, but it's also emotional, a bold declaration that this car means business. Now, step back and take in profile, because this is where the MX-5 truly shines. That long hood, the short rear deck, the soft top roof that folds silently in 12 seconds. The doors open with a soft click, revealing frameless windows and flush door handles that pop out when you approach. And look at those wheels. 17-inch forged alloys on the base model, 18-inch on the 100th Anniversary Edition, wrapped in performance summer tires, filling the arches perfectly. They're not just stylish. They're lightweight and aerodynamically sculpted, with optional aero covers to further reduce drag. The side profile is defined by a single, sharp character line that runs from the front fender all the way to the taillights, clean, uninterrupted, and purposeful. No clutter, no unnecessary vents. Just smooth, flowing surfaces that guide the eye from front to back. And check out the rear quarter windows. They taper into the seat pillow with a subtle crease that echoes Mazda's recent design language, but with more refined, efficiency-focused execution. Around back, the story continues. You got a full-width LED light bar, not just a strip, but a dynamic display that animates when you unlock the car and pulses when you brake. The trunk lid is smooth and uncluttered, with a subtle lip spoiler for downforce. And the rear diffuser? Pure style. No exhaust to hide on a hybrid course, but it gives the car a planted, aggressive stance. The license plate is centered, clean, and framed by the wide track. And under the skin, the rear-mounted engine and transaxle are perfectly balanced, giving the car near 50-50 weight distribution, critical for handling and stability. And let's talk presence, because the MX-5 isn't trying to whisper, it's commanding silence. It's the young professional who values style over flash, the weekend warrior who wants innovation without pretense, and the enthusiast who still cares about how a car feels. This is a car for people who care about performance, design, and real-world usability. It's a daily driver with long-distance comfort, a tech showcase that doesn't feel overwhelming, and a vehicle that proves you don't need six figures to get serious electric power. This isn't just a car, it's a lifestyle. Now, let's step inside. Because the exterior is a masterclass in modern minimalism, the interior is where Mazda truly makes its case for the future. Sliding into the cabin, the first thing you notice is the space. Despite its low roofline, the MX-5 feels huge inside. That's thanks to Mazda's Skyactiv vehicle architecture, designed in the ground up for next-generation roadsters. With no transmission tunnel, no engine block steering room. The result? A wheelbase of 91.3 inches, longer than the outgoing model, which means legroom that's nothing short of first class. Even at 6'3", I had over 4 inches of space between my knees and the front seat. And the ceiling? That panoramic glass roof stretches from the base of the windshield all the way to the rear window, making the cabin feel like a lounge in the sky. The materials? Luxurious, sustainable, and meticulously finished. You've got optional Napa leather, soft, rich, and available in black, racing orange, or snowflake white pearl. Or go for the eco-conscious ultra suede, made from recycled materials. That feels just as premium. Real open pore with trim on the dash and doors. No fake plastic here. Brushed aluminum accents. Every surface you touch feels expensive, tightly assembled, and thoughtfully placed. No squeaks, no rattles. Just precision craftsmanship that rivals the best in the business. Now look at the dash, because this is where Mazda throws down the gauntlet. Dominating the center is the 9.0-inch floating OLED touchscreen. Clean, minimalist, and powered by the latest Mazda Connect software. It's not just beautiful, it's functional. The interface is clean, responsive, and powered by Mazda's new AI-driven assistant. No lag, no freezing, no hunting through submenus. Climate controls? Always visible at the bottom. Navigation? Crystal clear, with real-time EV routing that factors in elevation, weather, and traffic to maximize range. And here's the genius part. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are now standard across all trims. No more cables, no more frustration. Just tap your phone and you're connected. Voice control? Hey Mazda, lower the temperature and play some jazz. Done. Hey Mazda, find the nearest charging station with restrooms. On screen, it even recognizes multiple user profiles, so the car knows who's driving and adjusts seating, mirrors, and preferences automatically. Below that, near the center console, is a beautifully crafted rotary dial. Not a stalk, not a dial, but a sculpted piece of art that glows softly when you start the car. It's angled perfectly toward the driver, minimizing glare. And speaking of lighting, the ambient system here is next level. You got 64 color options, with zones that can be customized independently. Want a soft blue glow on the footwells and a warm amber on the dash? Done. There's even a mood light feature that shifts colors based on driving mode. Cool blue and eco, warm red and sport. It's not just mood lighting, it's an experience. Seating? Plush, supportive, and available with heating, ventilation, and massage. The front seats are 8-way power adjustable, with excellent bolstering for long drives. In the back? Even better. Thanks to that long wheelbase and flat floor, rear passengers get limo-like legroom. And the rear seats are heated with their own climate controls USB-C ports and even a rear touchscreen for adjusting settings. This isn't just a driver's car, it's a full family luxury machine. Storage? Surprisingly practical. There's a deep center console with wireless charging, 2 USB-C ports, and enough room for your phone, wallet, and keys. The door pockets are wide, the glove box is deep, and the rear armrest has cup holders and controls for the rear passengers. And despite being a performance machine, it's got a real trunk, 4.6 cubic feet, which is more than a Tesla Model 3. Plus, there's a front trunk, or frunk, with another 2.8 cubic feet of space. That's enough for groceries, a carry-on, or charging cables. For a car this sleek, it's shockingly livable. Now let's talk tech, because if the design and interior are impressive, the technology is where the MX-5 truly separates itself from the pack. Mazda has equipped the rumored 100th anniversary edition MX-5 with one of the most advanced tech suites in its class, and it's all designed to make your life easier, not more complicated. Starting with driver assistance. iActive Sense combines adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, traffic jam assist, and hands-free highway driving in select regions. It uses a combination of cameras, radar, and ultrasonic sensors to deliver confident, smooth automation. It can handle lane changes, on-ramp merging, and even stop-and-go traffic with near-human intuition. And if you take your hands off the wheel too long, a gentle chime reminds you to stay focused. No harsh disengagements. But it's not just about automation. It's about connectivity. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, fully supported, both wireless. Bluetooth 5.0, Wi-Fi hotspot, over-the-air updates, all standard. You can update the car's software while you sleep, adding new features, improving performance, or enhancing safety without ever visiting a dealership. Mazda has already rolled out multiple major updates since launch, improving everything from voice recognition to battery management. Voice control? Hey Mazda wakes the system instantly, and it understands natural speech. Hey Mazda, lower the temperature and play some jazz. Done. Hey Mazda, find the nearest charging station with restrooms. On screen, it even recognizes multiple user profiles, so the car knows who's driving and adjusts seating, mirrors, and preferences automatically. And then there's the My Mazda app, your digital key and command center. Lock or unlock the car from your phone. Precondition the cabin before you get in. Monitor charging status. Activate the welcome lighting sequence. You can even honk the horn or flash the lights if you're trying to find it in a crowded parking lot. It's seamless, intuitive, and deeply integrated. One of the coolest features? The welcome light sequence. When you approach the car, the headlights and taillights animate in sync, the doors unlock silently, and the interior glows to life, all without pressing a button. It's not just convenient, it's emotional. It makes you feel like the car is happy to see you. And for those who love personalization, the MX-5 lets you save multiple driving profiles, customize screen layouts, and even set preferred charging times to take advantage of off-peak electricity rates. This isn't just a car. It's a smart, connected lifestyle device. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter, performance. Because all the luxury and tech in the world mean nothing if the car doesn't deliver when you stomp the throttle. And here, the MX-5 100th Anniversary Edition doesn't just deliver, it glides. Under the skin, you've got a 2.0-liter naturally aspirated four-cylinder engine, smooth, powerful, and paired with manual transmission for seamless power delivery. Total output? A smooth 181 horsepower and 151 lb-ft of torque. That's more than a Honda Civic, and it's a two-seater roadster. And because it's naturally aspirated, there's no delay, just a relentless surge of power that builds like a symphony, peaking with a scream that echoes through the canyons. And the numbers? They're impressive. The MX-5 hit 60 miles per hour in just 5.7 seconds. Top speed? 135 miles per hour. Electronically limited, of course. And it does it all with a calm, almost eerie composure. There's no drama, no wheel spin, no lurching, just a relentless surge of acceleration that pins you to the seat. It's not violent, it's authoritative. But it's not just about straight-line speed. The handling? Razor sharp. The MX-5 gets adaptive suspension with rear-wheel steering. Up to 3 degrees of counterphase steering at low speeds for tighter turns and in-phase at high speeds for stability. The result? A car that feels smaller than it is, dancing through corners with precision and balance. The steering is weighted perfectly, not too light, not too heavy, with real feedback coming through the wheel. And the brakes? Massive steel discs, bringing this 2,300-pound beast to a stop from 60 miles per hour in just 108 feet. That's supercar territory. And the best part? It's comfortable. Even in Sport Plus mode, the ride is supple, soaking up bumps and imperfections without crashing or jittering. Switch to comfort mode, and it glides over the road like a magic carpet. There's no noise, no tire hum, no wind whistle, just the distant howl of the engine and the soft thump of the suspension. It's serene, calming, and yet at any moment, you can unleash pure fury with a flick of your right foot. In real-world driving, it's a dream. On the highway, it's whisper quiet, with minimal wind or road noise. The suspension soaks up expansion joints and potholes without drama. In the city, it's easy to maneuver despite its size, thanks to tight turning circles and excellent visibility. And on twisty back roads, it handles with surprising poise. Body roll is minimal, turning is sharp, and the rear-wheel drive system keeps you planted through corners. This isn't just a long-range cruiser. It's a genuinely engaging driver's car. Now, let's talk about the engine and efficiency, because what good is all this power if you can't use it without constantly refueling? The MX-5 runs on a 2.0L naturally aspirated i4, not for long-range EV driving, but for performance and efficiency. It drinks fuel around 26 mpg city, 35 highway. But that's not the point. The fuel tank holds 13.2 gallons, giving it a real-world range of over 450 miles on a single tank. That's more than enough for a non-stop drive from Los Angeles to San Diego or New York to Philadelphia without stopping. It's not efficient by EV standards, but for a high-performance sedan, it's respectable. And with cylinder deactivation on the V6, it can run on 3 cylinders during light loads, further improving fuel economy. Now, let's be real, no car is perfect. So let's break down the pros, the cons, and how it stacks up against the competition. 3 major pros. First, the driving dynamics. The MX-5 100th Anniversary Edition is one of the most engaging production roadsters ever built, a true halo car for the analog age. Second, the design. The MX-5 is arguably the most striking roadster on the market, sleek, aggressive, and timeless. Third, the value. At under $40,000 fully loaded, it undercuts rivals like the Porsche 718 Boxster and BMW Z4 by tens of thousands, while offering more standard features and better efficiency. Now, the cons. 1. The price. While competitive, it's still a 6-figure machine, not for the masses. 2. The usability. This car isn't designed for comfort. It's stiff, loud, and focused, perfect for the track, less so for the daily commute. And the competition? The Porsche 718 Boxster offers more refinement and a more established software ecosystem, but it lacks the raw aggression and driver engagement of the MX-5. The BMW Z4 is more luxurious, but it's heavier and less balanced. The Toyota GR86 is more practical, but it's less powerful. So where does the MX-5 win? In balance. It's the only roadster that combines Japanese engineering with real-world performance and everyday usability. It beats the Boxster in driver feel. It outshines the Z4 in comfort, but it lacks the third-row seating of an SUV, and it's not for everyone. So, final verdict? The Mazda MX-5 Miata 100th Anniversary Edition. The special trim isn't just a great roadster, it's a landmark achievement. It proves that a car can be luxurious, efficient, powerful, and stunningly beautiful, all at once, and without compromise. It's for the driver who wants a pinnacle of Japanese engineering without sacrificing excitement, for the enthusiast who craves innovation, for the collector who still believes in the soul of the combustion engine. But is it for everyone? No. If you need over 300 miles of range, if you want a more established luxury badge, or if you're not ready to embrace a high-performance machine, this might not be your car. But if you want the perfect blend of style, substance, and silent power, the MX-5 is as close as it gets to automotive perfection. So, what do you think? Is this the most exciting roadster of the decade? Would you trade efficiency for that level of craftsmanship and emotion? Or would you go for something more practical? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe, and comment below what car you want reviewed next.